And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Queta in at the 5, down low. To the wing on the left. Here's Hauser with the putback. And it's Brown on the follow.
Now, Jaylen Brown's athleticism makes him a factor on the glass. Nice job getting those second chance points.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And finished off by Brown.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward Jaylen Brown who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Now White. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Brown outside. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
That doesn't go either for Brown. Here's Buzelis. Hauser defending. Outside, White. Vucevic is screen on White. Fires for 3. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over. And then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
Now, here's Brown. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fades back, and it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by White. Vucevic has got 6.
Anytime someone can knock down mid-range J's, it opens up the floor. Nikola Vucevic doing just that.
Pass to Hauser. Brown outside. Shoots over Okoro, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Giddey against Pritchard. Okoro setting the pick for Giddey. Driving inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 6. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Celtics second.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
White looking around. Brown outside. To stop the drought, pass to Queta. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Vucevic. And Okoro pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 6. Now White. And here's Vucevic. Okoro passes to White. And the 3-ball is good. White's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Queta, the pass to White with the drive. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Okoro. And it's White missing. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Buzelis' shot is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging about 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Celtics trail by 9. He takes it in. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Giddey with the screen on White. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. And Pritchard pulls it down. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Boston shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Pass to Walsh. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Vucevic. Now Buzelis, 4 on the shot clock. Okoro kicks to Giddey. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Pritchard. It's White on the wing. To the middle. Here's Pritchard. It's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Williams comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Trey Jones subbed in for White. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you guys.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now here's Giddey, coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Shoots over Simons, and it comes off the front of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Shireman. Outside, Simons. Over Giddey. They get it again. Trying to end the drought. Traps in the tray. Walsh has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Picked by Vucevic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Simons, the pass to Tillman. It's stolen by Jones. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Simons with the defensive effort. Here's Tillman. Vucevic defending. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kevin Huerter. Williams is out there with Jalen Smith. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Jones in at the point. And the dunk by Smith.
You know, so quick, so twitchy. Jalen Smith, go ahead.
Celtics trail by 12. Outside, Simons. Rebound by the Bulls. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Now here's Williams. A moment now to check out some numbers for Sam Hauser.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the first one drops. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Pritchard up top, defended by Jones. It's stolen by Jones. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the paint, here's Pritchard. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Okoro's checked in for Dosunmu. Kobe White comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Jones. Clock at 6. Here's White. No good that time. Simons with the defensive effort. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pritchard with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Giddey. Now here is Smith. Outside, White. And here is Okoro. Williams can't hit.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Here's Tillman, covered by Smith. And the rejection by Smith.
Really nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Pass to White. Tillman grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Simons. Boston, no good that time either.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Giddey, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Celtics have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Pritchard, covered by Okoro. Celtics passing it around. Pritchard passes to Boucher. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Boucher's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Bruce Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. Now here's White. He has 5. Out left to the wing. Pass to Smith. Up top, Giddey. He's covered by Pritchard. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 6.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Now here's Brown. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. That shot off the mark. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Pacers.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's White. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Boucher kicks to Brown. Over Okoro. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Pritchard. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. They set the pick. Brown the pass to Queta. Pritchard against Giddey. For the three. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Vucevic checked in for Smith. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. Now, here's Simons. 9 points last game. Over Giddey. Boston again missing.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Simons kicks to Brown. Hauser the pass to White. There's a good screen. Back to Hauser. Good on the three-point shot.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitehorse converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver. Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Hauser. White, wide open. He fires. And he's good on the three ball. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Okoro with it. Brown's there. Giddey kicks to Okoro. It's White on the wing. It's stolen by White. Simons finds Brown. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. Pass to White. 1:15 left in the first half. The wide open look here for Vucevic. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
Now here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Celtics trail by 16. And here is Simons. Hasn't made one yet.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's Giddey. And he makes good on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
.29 seconds left to play in the first half. Brown outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a start, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Here's Giddey. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Brown. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Josh Giddey making things happen for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. Begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the floor for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Sam Hauser is out there with Brown, and it's Queta in at the center, locking down the middle. Celtics trail by 15. Here's White, takes it inside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 5 points so far.
Well, Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
And Chicago shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to White. Now here's Vucevic, guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Giddey. Offline with his 3. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Bulls leading by 12. Down low, Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
And at almost 7 feet, Buzelis is really tough to slow down. And when he's on, there's not much you can do.
Celtics shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Pass to Brown, shoots the 3. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for White. Averaging about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit. Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin?
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Chicago leading by 9. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Over to the wing. Now Giddey. And Vucevic kicks to Okoro. Here's Giddey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Giddey's got 15.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
Pass to Brown. Pritchard from outside. No good on the shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White.
And with how good a scorer White is, hard not to bite on that fake.
That one misses. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Okoro kicks to White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Here he goes. Pass to Giddey. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Rebound by the Bulls.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Back to Okoro. Pritchard against White. High post Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And the Bulls with another miss. Celtics trail by 10. Brown outside. Outside, White. The tray. Vucevic with the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Pass to White. Back to Vucevic. Buzelis, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Buzelis has got 5 points in the quarter. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. On defense, the Bulls, it's a 13-point game. Right the pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And the Bulls making a change here. Jones is checked in. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Now Jones. Nothing on the board. Buzelis' shot is good.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 13. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Chicago has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And Vucevic kicks to Okoro. Vucevic a screen on Pritchard. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. Third spot, the Celtics.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And that one falls for Jones. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Queta, the pass to Walsh. Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. It's stolen by White. Inside, it's deflected. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 5th in blocks. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Boston making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. White inside. White covering. And the shot's good from Boucher.
Now, this is a young guy stretching the big position, right? Chris Boucher very willing to rise and fire from downtown.
Now here's Jones. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Picked off in midair. Pritchard against Jones. Pass to Brown. Here's White. Now Pritchard, defended by Jones. Just 4 to shoot. White setting the pick for Pritchard. Poke loose. The Bulls leading by 13. Down low. Brown with it. He has 7. Going inside. Shoots over Okoro. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. And then for Boston, Tillman comes in for Derek White. And it's Simons in for Pritchard. Pass to Brown. No good on that one. White with the defensive effort. To the middle. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
That is the size and power coming into play right there. Vucevic excels at using his physical advantages to capitalize.
Chicago making some changes. Osumu, he's checked in for Okoro, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Kobe White. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Walsh. Simons on the wing. Shoots over Huerter. Boston again missing.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Shakes him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Smith checked in for the Bulls. Josh Giddey comes in for Kevin Huerter. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:19 left in the 3rd quarter of the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Simons. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
58 seconds left to play in the 3rd. On the wing, Giddey. Covered by Simons. Hits the 3-point bomb. Smith's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Now, here's Simons. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Boucher. Williams with the steal. And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Simons. And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can be assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Josh Giddey is out there with Jones. Then it's Williams. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Huerter in at the 3 slot. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts. That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Giddey, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Walsh. 6 to shoot. Simons against Giddey. And it's Simons missing.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Herter. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing against Michael Porter and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the Celtics making a change here. Minot's checked in. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
The first free throw is good. Buzelis is checked in for Williams. Boston also with the sub. Brown's checked in. Good on both. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And here is Giddey. Smith with a screen on Simons. It's deflected, and they get it back. That one goes in. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Pritchard with the ball, defended by Jones. Here's Brown. Boston again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Smith with a screen on Simons. And stolen by Simons. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Giddey. Second shot opportunity.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Chicago?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Jones, no luck. The Celtics have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's White missing. The Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Shoots. And it's Brown missing. Chicago has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Pass to Herter. And here's Smith. And again, Chicago turns it over.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
So for the Bulls, Williams comes in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. Tillman passes to Simons. Unhindered, going all the way.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside, Simons. There's a screen. Well, DB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Timeout called the Celtics. Both teams deciding to change it up. Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, White. Simons surveying the D.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
There's the pick. Pass to Dosunmu. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the paint. Pritchard passes to Keita. It's good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pritchard against Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And he can't get the first one. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Now here's White. Now Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Herter. Keita, the pass to Simons. Got a hand on it.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Simons, the pass to Pritchard. Back to Simons. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
Now here's Jones. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Here's the three, and it's Smith that time on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, Jalen Smith wants to stretch the floor. He's got a sweet shot.
Here's White. Pass to Keita. Driving to the basket.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Jones. Here's Smith. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Pass to White. The 3 ball. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Jones with the bounce pass. Herter finds Jones. To the inside.
Yeah, listen, Jalen Smith, that's a great move. Defenders can struggle to keep up with him.
Free throw good, Smith. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. That one is no good.
So far, Jalen Smith has proven to be a quality role player. This guy works his tail off both ends.
White, a good look. Here's Cada, and he uses the glass on the layup. Cada's got 8 points in the quarter.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Josh Giddey.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
White, rebound by Smith. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Herter passes to Smith. Here's Jones. He's covered by Pritchard. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. So it's Boston now. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Josh Giddey.